down.
Yeah, absolutely, but no one's really believing them right now. I don't fully think like this is the game that's going to start making us feel like, oh, Virtus.Pro are back, and they always do well in the majors, the guys in the desk said. I think this is looking like it's going to be a Fnatic victory, in my book at least.
Yeah, again, made the quarterfinals at Krakow, but had a relatively easier road of getting there, in my opinion, based on some of the Swiss lineups, and then played against Big in a quarterfinal, which Big played well, don't get me wrong, but, you know, arguably not the same strength of opponent that you'd expect to be in a top 4 anyway. So, yeah, a lot of criticism there. I mean, sure, they upheld that tradition, but they've got a lot to prove this time around, and I question whether they even make the top 8 at this point.
We'll have a look. This round will be indicative as to how it will go for them. We'll have aggressive play with the CTs here. Snax trying to shut down the first play there, but he goes down alone. No trade from Taz whatsoever. There's a lot of aggression from the CT forces, but Taz will get one and somehow get away with his life. So, brings it to the 4-on-4. Still have smokes available, one of which is deployed towards CT spawn, and there will be a rotation from Virtus.Pro. That's going to be Pasha waiting in the CT area.
And toward Emo with a Molotov, trying to flush it out to clear it. Lekro gets the shot as well. Biawi goes down immediately, and Lekro's going to follow that onto Pasha. Now, before they overcommit and walk in, they've gotten kills, they got some position and some time. They're going to turn around, face off against Neo, who is trying to flank in behind them. That divides both defenders. There's all the options the way of Fnatic, and with Neo down, doesn't matter which site you go, there's only one to find. It's Taz.
Taz with 1 kill in the round so far. He's got his work cut out for him here. He currently resides in the library as he looks for any more kills available. Flusher ready and waiting though, takes him down. It was a nice attempt there from Virtus.Pro. The aggression towards the banana area, trying to answer back once the banana curl. Not the start the Polish side were looking for there. They will be force buying of sorts in this one. They don't get any armor, but they get 3 smokes, P250, CZs, armor, oh sorry, no armor, grenades, and just trying to see if they can play this like a normal round, lock the T's out for as long as possible, and they'll keep themselves at about $6,000 to $1,000. Another full investment here.
So Taz and Pasha toward the top middle. Snax with glasses on, by the way.
Indeed.
Trying everything.
Give it a go.
Maybe they're gunner optics.
Could be.
I think DeBears wears those.
Possibly.
Just kidding. He wears tinted yellow glasses, that's all.
Well, Fnatic will make their way towards banana here. Full control. Remember, no armor of Virtus.Pro, so those SMGs will eat through them.
Left the bomb back toward T-stairs, so they'll go back Lekro to grab that. Snax behind the smoke. One man stacked toward B. Snax, therefore, the only one over toward A. In fact, he's gotten inside the stairwell. He could catch Crims off. Gets the dig, but not the kill. Meanwhile, they'll continue pressing into B and realize, ooh, hang on, there's quite a few people here. 2 spotted, make that 3. Flusher takes down Neo as he backs off, and they should take this bomb toward A. Lekro's going to pick it up. Low, but you're right, it makes the kills beforehand.
Okay, well, Pasha does get one back in return. They have got Crims and JW low HP, but the round definitely over at this stage. If Pasha can save the UMP, he's got something to work with next round, but overall, it's pretty easy for Fnatic at this stage. Pasha will just look for any more frags he can get, and he already managed to farm a bit of cash here with the UMP kill. Makes his way now towards library, but Lekro ready and waiting, takes him down, the only player of 100 HP, and they'll find 2-0, and presumably a full eco into the next round. Virtus.Pro facing his QB Fire before, and wasn't exactly the performance we were looking for, but today, QB Fire looks pretty hot, I have to say. Maybe there's more to them than meets the eye. One of the teams waiting at 2-0 right now.
They are indeed. Believe that. I mean, I said 3 last game. I correct myself. It was FaZe, SK, QBF, and G2 that are all 2-0. But QBF, that's impressive. Gives them now 3 chances to get through.
Oof, JW.
One more Snax to take JW. Finally, Virtus.Pro with the lead in the round. Still not with guns.
Yeah, this is pretty much full eco. They've got 3 P250s though to work with. We'll see if they can make this into a positive round. They probably won't win it. They can find 2 or 3 more kills. That'd be fantastic. Smoke towards Arch. This is where things become difficult. Don't really have the firepower to do much more with this. Golden, the in-game leader of Fnatic. A lot of praise coming his way recently. The way he's evolved this team into something more than just 5 brutal aimers running around on a server. Molotov and Electro will spam. Taking out Pasha through his smoke, and this is looking quite comfortable now. Just one player remaining on the A-bomb, so that's going to be Taz. Golden coming out to pincer him in. He is alone, but Taz with just a PT-50, I don't think he manages to stay alive for very long. There he goes. Easy does it. They got one kill at the start, but well recovered by Fnatic.
Yeah, well, he gets at least another. He'll back off. Try and get some cohesion with Neo. If they can push up, get the gun that's down, that would be amazing. I don't think that Fnatic, I was going to say, will allow that to happen too easily. Now they've actually got to be careful, believe it or not. Neo still knows that AK is on the wall by Library. Bomb would actually throw that toward the Arch. So he'll want to slip in there late. But unfortunately, he's going to be found out, I think. Because Golden is stuck around nearby to the gun. And we'll babysit it and make sure that he goes down. So well done. That's exactly what Neo was hoping for, was to get it after the detonation. But 2 final players for Fnatic stay alive. Good amount of kills for Virtus.Pro, but now we'll see what they can do with actual weapons.
We'll see what they can do. Remember,
the other ones aren't real. Exactly.
Well, remember, they didn't actually fully invest into the second round for Spy. They got some upgraded pistols and nades, and they left us about $500 per player. So this should be a pretty decent buy. They get 5 rifles, a kit as well, and they get the smokes, the incendiaries, so it's actually looking pretty good. If Virtus.Pro can win this round, they'll be right back into it. We'll have a look at the buy for Fnatic. Not so much a bonus round. They did lose a few players in the previous altercations with Virtus.Pro. Nades towards the top to do damage towards Neo. Certainly succeeds in that respect. And Neo now stuck at the sandbags, but there is a Molotov down in the smoke. He can fall back. He will take more damage there, but not too much. Down to 60 HP, but Fnatic with full banana control now. In terms of their setup, they have got a pretty default stance. Apartment is in their grasp. It's going to be Crimson Electro holding onto that. JW patrolling middle, and Flusher and Golden at B. They won't be committing anytime soon. You can see the bombs all the way down in T steps. Right now, objective, get some information, possibly find a pick if any mistakes are made by Virtus.Pro. Ultimately, bleed them out for any grenades they have.
J-Dub going to sit the bench. He almost looks like a cardboard cutout in that photo. He's standing so straight. So Krim's still with the UMP. Different team, Fnatic, than those that won so many events, so many majors.
Rebuilding now, if you will.
Yeah, Golden seemingly bringing some innovation to that, but see what they do with the guns. They at least get some control of the mid wall. JW the one to be there. The rest are in banana, so he could try and lurk late, cut off rotations, play through the arch, and get to B. The question is, and it's an interesting question because no one's actually playing at arch. He could go aggressive and get to the backside of CT and still achieve the same goal.
He doesn't have to do that, though. He can stay alive there. Just all the rotations. He has to go absolutely huge here. It does damage, but this is where JW can really step up. He's listening out for rotations right now. He'll call they've gone towards Library. He's hoping someone makes a mistake, goes down towards middle. That won't be the case, though. Should be able to catch Taz in transition, or will he? Taz to take him down. JW, in my opinion, should have got more out of that. 3-on-3, certainly possible. Taz has got the kit, but he's pretty far away. Coming down Speedway now. They have to work together. And the flash up is on 18 HP.
Pasha with snacks. Taz takes out Golden. Krim's still top box. That's the angle. He's got 2 down already. Backs off, knows exactly where Snacks is because his face shows as he walks around, and Krims goes to a pistol. That's sufficient.
That is indeed 4-0 Fnatic. They certainly are the favourites in my book coming into this one and putting their best foot forward so far. Great work by Lecro. It's entering the bomb, so what can you do about that? Where's Neo when it's all going on? He allows his teammate to get taken down. Good positioning by Krims here. Confident in his ability to find those 2 frags. And it has to be the full eco now for Virtus.Pro. I'll go for PT50s once again. Bialy with some armor. He actually invests a lot more than his teammates, but they get maximum loss bonus next round anyway. It doesn't really matter too much. It's $3,400 on top of his $1,900. There's still plenty for a buy. Look at the rush middle. Virtus.Pro have always had some pretty cool ideas when it comes to full eco rounds. And Krims gets the 3-man spray down. That'll be the round done. But they will pick up an AK-47. JW to probably close things out, or maybe Lecro. He'll get the 5-0 for them. Orps will come out now on the CT side almost certainly. Snax is actually one of the better Orpers on the CT side of Inferno. He's very good at Banana and going very aggressive, but Pasha is the main Orper for them. If they go double Orps, it'll be definitely Snax with him, but Pasha still, as it seems right now, to be the primary sniper of the team. Decent buy. And we'll see if they want to go aggressive at all. The problem is, like, until you get some momentum and some bankroll built up, it's difficult to force the issue and take those risks, knowing you've got nothing to fall back onto. Fnatic looking focused and poised to take Banana this time. They're going to be dropping the bomb in T's step this time and trying to push the CTs back once again.
JW shut down in the middle as well. Shut down him, but not the bullets. They'll spray through. Here's standard from Virtus.Pro. Virtus.Pro used to be famous for pushing Boiler on CG side, by the way.
They used to be famous for a lot of things.
Sure, yeah.
Winning tournaments was one of them.
That's ages and ages hence. So Golden will wait. They'll all wait. Bomb still down bottom side of mid. Bialy might get a peek toward... Oh, I think he would have spotted Flusha there before the smoke went down. So a peek toward Banana. Flusha get back to get the bomb and join his teammates on A because he knows at least 2 players are on B at this point in time.
Pasha hits his shot, surely. And it will be JW on the other side. How has he not done that? Through the smoke, it is very well played by JW. Using the smoke as it goes down to fake, but Pasha needs to be hitting those shots, and now this gets very uncomfortable for the CT. As you can see, they collapse on the bomb side. Taz can't even find a frag. Matt, this is falling apart.
Yeah, they need to, from pit with 2 players in front, you need to at least get 1.
Pasha, like, it's obviously different on our POV than what he sees. The smoke might have been a little bit more bloomed on his.
Plus, we have the X-ray, which misleads.
Exactly, right. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt there, but it seemed like that he would be hitting that shot all day long. I didn't expect JW to even have a chance in that encounter. 5 on 2 though, this is not looking good for Virtus.Pro. Bialy and Neo will try and hold on to their weaponry, but look who's coming at T-steps.
I was going to say Bialy might be found. The question is, Crims might think they're back in spawn and go that. Okay, never mind. Go that direction. I thought he might just turn and not see him at all, but only 1 gun to be saved. That's Neo at B, and that might not even be saved because he's got Lacro heading his direction. Okay, fair enough. He'll get Lacro at least.
Well, 6-0. And it will be JW. This is the shot, see his POV. So he just comes out of the smoke. So it was very well timed by JW, but still, with the scope there, he's got the zoom in, you'd think he would spot him, but not meant to be. JW comes out on top. Wonderful shot by him. Do not get me wrong. 6-0, and this is going to be a force buy from Virtus.Pro. Obviously, the maximum loss bonus. They can still buy an AWP, it seems. MP9s, Famis's, M4s, AWP. This is when Virtus.Pro normally come to life, though. They are... For all their faults recently, they do manage to win these sort of rounds. Players like Snax, Bialy will go absolutely massive here. They know they have to step up and find the first duel. Still world-class players in their own right. Snax of the MP9. Another name that finds success with the lesser weaponry, shotguns, MP9s. For masses, you name it, he'll be able to make it work. Shotguns especially, it seems.
JW to get a position to top mid. No one really peeks that late from the CTs, not commonly. So inconsequential for now. Instead, it's more about the information Crims can ascertain from inside a Boiler. And Flush is going to be left again to Banana. So very passive from Virtus.Pro, but very disciplined from Fnatic. Not willing to walk into any traps, and they seem to be solving individual kills, isolated duels, rather than getting caught by crossfires. Taz unorthodox, not necessarily, it's actually fairly common, but up on top of the windowsill, able to get a kill on Lacro that is untraded, so they'll get a start that's beneficial, but Snax with an MP9 has to be menacing from Boiler. He makes it work. He's the player on this team who can make lesser weapons work with good positioning, and he certainly found one, but Taz able to trade back as soon as he went down as well. Certainly benefits Virtus.Pro until such time, exactly, that he goes back out and Crims gets the kill. So bomb picked up, they can wrap around, they have to go by Library and Pasha's AWP.
Taz did not have to go down there. They could have had a really clean round at this point, but should still be fine. It's definitely going to be a victory. JW is going to force a plant here, but this could still fall apart, man. If he hits that shot straight away, he had a chance to plant, but still, Virtus.Pro come out on top with a difficult buy. Wasn't as clean as we'd like, but Taz opened things up. Good shot from him here, as you said, from a position you see a couple of times a half perhaps, but didn't have the challenge again. Managed to get 2 frags in total, but then it all starts falling apart. Could have fell back to the bomb side, run the timer down. 6-1. This is still double eco territory for Virtus.Pro if they lose this one round. Too much was given away there. You can see 3 players down to $0. Neo, 900, Snacks, 1,000. They have to win this. If they don't, they need to be saving at least 2 rifles.
Yeah, absolutely. This is huge. This would hit them hard. What an advantage for Fnatic to get.
Yeah, double eco now would just destroy them.
Just flashed, has to get back. Snacks needs to be slightly aggressive to take away the aggro. He's done it, but not quite, because Taz goes back and takes a significant amount of damage as well. So too did Pasha, so cautious and timid. Virtus.Pro will now have to be inside of the site. Much more pace this time as well from Fnatic. A kill might have confirmed that we'd already be at A at this point, because they would have continued on relentlessly, but they'll slow it down for now. Go back to playing this more methodical approach. GW has other ideas. Smoke's still down at Library. He wants to isolate towards CT, and Neo's not peeking it.
He's really not. Very defensive angle. He's hoping for a banana split. That will be coming in. Eventually, you can see 3 players towards B. Neo's actually reading this very well indeed.
GW's got problems, though, because now he's going to be caught. Okay, fair enough. He just beat Snacks. He's going to be caught between Snacks and Neo. Doesn't want to pull it back. Low HP on Crims. Well played from Neo to hold position.
Problem is, though, Banana's completely collapsed for the CT side. The bomb will get planted. They've got Molotovs and smoke and CT spawn. It's holding just that bomb down.
Nice shot from Flusha. Even when one thing goes well, it's not all done for Virtus.Pro. Taz, Pasha, no kit, AWP.
Yeah, there's no chance to save it. They have to go for it. They can't afford. There's a kill on the floor. That'll be picked up by Taz. He comes in. He has been fragging hard in the last couple of rounds. Can he find this one for them, though? Golden and Flusha sit in the same position, the same side of the map.
Taz won't be expecting Oranges 2 after seeing the new box. So that shows, damn it, at the shots. Golden does make up where Pasha's gone. He has to. No choice. You might as well at least save the op if you've got absolutely no chance in it.
That's a shame. Oh, he's not even going to do that. Wow. Well played by Flusha to go after him there. I think Pasha thought he was safe, but they do exit out, and that is going to be double eco territory now. As you can see in the bottom left, 3 players hovering on the $1,500 mark. Neo did so well to get 2 frags out of this one. Took down Crims, but as you can see in the top left, Banana fell apart. It was Flusha that finds Pasha escaping there with the AWP. If he saves that, they still have a chance in this round. They probably force by into it. That says it all. Pasha will lose the weapon. Doesn't look too frustrated though. That's good as they take a timeout here. So options are take a full eco and still won't really be able to buy into the next round. It'll be a real clumsy buy with like Famuses, UMPs, or you go all into this one as CZs, shotguns, and try and cheese your way out of the round. Certainly possible, but 7-1 down. This is looking very grim indeed for the boys over in the Polish camp. We'll see whether they can do anything with this round. I see them discussing with Cuban, of course, the coach of the team for a very long time now. Former player. And they're going to take the eco from what I can see. PT50s, no armor, no nades, full eco. So they'll have $1,900 on top of this next round. So Bialy, a grand, he's going to be hovering around the 3k mark, and that's still not going to be enough for that. No. Pretty much has to be another eco next round. Take it on the chin.
Atrocious start to the game for Virtus.Pro. Masterclass from Fnatic. Snacks will try and be sneaky beaky. Unfortunately. Ooh, alright, fair enough. He got a good shot on the Crims. But Crims was ready for that. Reading the situation well. Sits back. Golden now going to go toward Banana. He's got company with Flusha. Bomb once again left well back toward T-spawn. Crims will go gather that now. Bialy and Neo looking to reclaim some territory. That's not likely. In fact, Neo was tagged through his dying teammate, Bialy. So Flusha gets 2 more.
Well.
Crims has 14 kills, by the way.
It's not bad, is it? You do like to see that. Another legend that dropped off in 2017. They're looking much better towards the tail end of him. Lots of pedigree and prestige on the server right now. Absolutely. A1 though, and we'll see whether Virtus.Pro off the buy this round. As you can see, 3 players at 3k. Taz, Pasha, and Bialy. Neo and Stacks could buy, but I really wouldn't recommend it. This would be a partial buy, though. You can get like upgraded pistols and some armor, perhaps, but looking to be 9-1 almost certainly. Not the game I was excited for, Matt. I was really hoping Virtus.Pro come out swinging today. But still early days. They can come back and get 10-5, and it's still okay. It's
absolutely.
not over.
No, it's possible, but it's definitely a difficult task with pistols this round as well. They've gone for some smokes, in fact 5 of them, so everyone will be ready to try and hold off Fnatic and slow them down. Gamble, get information, stack up. What do you do to try and not only bleed the time, but force the issue? Stacks is going to rotate back over with Pasha. Taz is still towards CT. He'll rejoin the site now, in fact. I think he's going to try and look to throw an additional smoke. He's done that now. That's top banana. So of the 5 smokes, they're down to just 2 remaining and 15 still to play.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some positives this round for Virtus.Pro, and indeed this half, not really many to find. P50s, smokes, a grenade, a flashbang, and Fnatic playing this perfectly. They're not rushing, they're not trying to force the issue, getting some slow map control. They know, sure, they're going to be eco here, but let's just make sure we do everything we can, keep 5 players alive. The strong economy they've got like 10k on all 5 players right now. And let's make sure we trade effectively, get information, and eradicate all the risks. Let's play the percentages.
He's going to snip in the smoke. Neo, good find.
That wasn't required.
That's a gun. Absolutely not. There's no need to push when you've got weapons. They've got nothing. And you're dominating, as it were. Now you've just given them an AK to play with. So Neo will take that. Lekro's going to smoke off balcony, but back away. Bomb's heading to B, and Neo's headed that direction with... Oh, he was. He was headed that direction with AK until Crim's got the shot on Taz. Now he's unsure of exactly which way to go.
Well, Lekro just trying to sell out if he can here. He probably goes down. This was looking so positive for Fnatic. Now it's actually a little bit messy. Neo with the AK-47. He can still cause somewhat of a disaster here, but Flasher does find that key frag, and that should be the round tied up. But still, they'll probably save the AK-47, I'd imagine. Yes, Pasha goes all the way in T-spawn, and Snacks will try and get one of his own as he holds towards the library. Probably gets his kill. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yes, he does.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Doesn't. You convinced me, and then I was like, yep.
Yeah.
No, play that off. Didn't say that.
You're my hype man.
That's correct.
It's bigging me up. But I will say the AK-47 and Virtus.Pro, this is the chance to wake up now. They're going to have plenty of money to work with. They save the AK-47. That actually helps a lot going to the next round. His Pasha can drop that by the AWP. That's almost certainly going to happen. Time will tell.
4 rounds so far for Virtus.Pro in their first 2 games.
Not great.
Not amazing.
They will be 0-2 after this game. I'm getting way ahead of myself. If they do lose this, just to reiterate, they won't be out of the tournament. It's the same format we had in the first stage of the major.
North or Astralis could end up down in that same bracket as well. Cloud9 is already there. The 0-2 is looking lethal at this point.
Yeah, agreed.
Macro. Get positioned quickly before all the nades are deployed. He doesn't quite get far enough up to get to the barrels.
Epicenter, I believe, we saw Virtus.Pro really kind of show they're still alive and kicking.
That's correct, yeah.
So they
made the final of
the final, that's right, and they lost to SK, I believe. So that's what we thought, okay, well, that's just so Virtus.Pro-esque, isn't it? Like, they have the whole massive slump we talk about so much, and then they have one massive event, and just drop off completely again. It's so weird to try and dissect it all and work out what the problems are. Because even Taz said in his interview, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Until we start winning, I don't know what the problems are. And that's baffling.
That's a massive problem. Who do you bring in to fix it? Coach, psychologist, analysts?
This should be a better round. Let's look and go to least. Neo, a nice pick towards City Spawn, running through the flames. Uncomfortable for Fnatic here. Can they maintain the lead? Yet to be seen. Good smokes on the bomb side, so that one's focused on CT Spawn. As you can see, Flusher and Golden doing just that, but Taz finds yet another frag. 5 versus 3 now. Got to convert this one to a victory, but a good Molotov from the terrorist side. But Bialy, he says no. Is it going to clean sweep here for Virtus.Pro? Flusher desperately trying to find kills in the well, and he'll be finally taken down. Some signs of life from Virtus.Pro as they go 9-2.
Yeah, good hold that time. Good rotation from Snacks as well. The smokes were clever, but they didn't do anything with it. They couldn't get anything done on the Fnatic side. So after a double eco, they get a very efficient round, make it 9-2. keep the AWP in the hands of Pasha. Needless to say, lots of money still for Flush & Co. Day 2 already, it seems.
No AWP on the T side for Fnatic. They're not necessarily a team that needs the AWP, I don't think. I think they subscribe to the thought of 5 AKs and AWP when required. You don't have to get it every single time. I think that's great sometimes. But Flush Up, it can also be great, but Snax goes one step further. Takes him down with the AK-47. 3 players actually there, ready and waiting to fight. That's going to signal Snax to fall back with the AK. And he's got Neo with the same weapon, so finding the opening pick once again. They managed to convert this in the previous round. Need to do that once again to avoid that harsh reset. They did manage to keep 5 players alive before, so it wouldn't be as devastating as it once was. 4 players up, beg pardon. Flusher got 1 towards the end.
Good start from Snax, assertive to get the first shot, and he's rotated as well to be dynamic on the AK. Let's try and get back toward the A site. That means they've stacked the A site ever so slightly. GW, smoke, he's pushed this before. Somehow gets an inkling that Snax is pushing toward the cubby.
Good flashbang, but Snax is only good for 1, but he maintains the advantage. That's all you have to do there. Bialy waiting behind the smoke. JW, he's doing a lot of this this game. Bialy's ready and waiting for it. Takes him down. A lot of smoke pushes and trying to surprise his opponents by himself. No trade potential. He definitely is a sneaky player, but a few of the times now he's done that is actually just equated to his death.
Good position from Crims, good great control. Better reaction to find Taz.
That's so sick.
And suddenly it's back to 2 versus 2, even when Virtus.Pro looked great and Fnatic looked questionable. They find a way to make it work. Golden's going to get the bomb plant down. Crims doesn't have to leave the balcony. He controls from apartments in the post plant.
The problem is that this round as well, Crims is such an intelligent player in these sort of clutch positions. You already got him fired up with those 2 kills. You know he's going to do something wonderful here from the apartments position. They have got a kit, but no nades to speak of. They'll stick together and hope they can find Crims and Golden, but what can you do against that? What a brilliant shot from Crims. That should shut down the round. Bialy's running out of time here, hoping for a mistake to be made, but there it is. He'll have to fall back and try to have an AK, but maybe that's him outstaying his welcome. He needs to knife out and let's get the hell out of there. Golden takes him down, and once again, money is broken. Taz, $1,500. Bialy, $2,400. Neo, just above that. They can buy, but it would be such a mishmash in terms of the weaponry they have available to them. That's a great shot by Snax, so give him that. Through the smoke, good awareness, falls back, but Crims runs away with it. Finds double digits. It's now 10-2.
10-2, and Virtus.Pro again, only winning 1 round before getting slapped back. But this time they've got a little bit more residual cash, so they have a chance to maybe distribute the wealth. Round 13, I don't see why not. In fact, I already see 1 M4 purchased.
We'll have a look at the scoreboards while we're here, ladies and gentlemen. At the very top, Crims, of course, what a game he's having. 19 kills, 5 deaths after 12 rounds. That's nuts. On the top of Virtus.Pro, there's no one really running away with it, surprisingly. It'll be Neo on 8-10. Beneath him is Taz on 7 and 11. At the bottom for them is Pasha, the AWP of the squad, not really showing us much of that weapon as of yet. It's 4 for 9. The bottom of Fnatic is JW 6 and 7. Just above Elecro 7 and 8. So Crims and Flush are doing great work there on the T side. Double digits already, and I did expect this. Virtus.Pro need to post some rounds, so they'll go for the force buy all in. AWP, 2 CZs, 2 M4s. It's down to Pasha, who's only got 4 kills so far, remember, to really try and light up the scoreboard. It has to deliver.
Yeah, way behind the bags. He, one of the 2 players, limited to just a pistol. CZ75, GW, already close. Masks the flash being thrown and bouncing by fire into the sky, then backs through it, but as much as he wants to push smokes, he might be served better off not. Because he takes a bunch of damage, at least traded by Flush. I think Golden's going to lead. Golden's going to lead right into a crossfire, so Bialy gets 1, but then traded by Neo. Neo has to fall off, 19 HP, and Flusha can't locate him fast enough. There was a gap, but he couldn't get there, couldn't find the angle, so he's going to stick the plant instead. Force the rotation from Virtus.Pro, and Virtus.Pro don't have any kits to work with.
I like this from Flusher though, good smoke down. Ultimate Bay, remember, no kits. Every second he can get is very valuable. Snax for the flashbang from CT spawn and set his team up. They'll have to push the smokes now. They'll go in. not being as assertive as I'd like, though. Neo presumably goes down. He's happy to go in first at low HP, get information. One of the flusher presumably nails that. And now it's a 2-on-2. Crims waiting for Banana. Oh, no, he doesn't.
What a shot from Snacks. I thought for sure Crims had the back exposed. So 10-second defuse, that doesn't matter because they make it work. Crims had a lineup available to him, but good reaction from Snacks. 10-3. You said 10-5 might have been possible. Still might be.
Yeah, that'd still be fine. So that force buy does work out for Virtus.Pro. They're not done here just yet. It seems they'll still have to invest into this with whatever they have. It won't be the best of buys, but definitely will have the AWP and the saved AK. Number 14. They get these last 2 rounds. I'm still believing they can do this. It's not over. Will be a UMP for Neo, so that's the main compromise they have to make. They still have the utility and the defuse kits they need. Pasha got 1 kill the orb last round. Not exactly exciting me as of yet, but we'll see what he can do in this one. Going to the closing few rounds now. Fast mid-rush. Why not? Pasha misses the shot, but sets Taz up. He'll get 1, but that's all he'll find. Pasha using the incendiary to hold them off from quad, and he'll rotate round. He takes a real brave challenge there, but nails the shot down to 3 HP.
Pasha's going to sit to the site, use the pillar as protection. He's going to need the extra armor. He's only got 3 HP. Neo missing his chance. Goes back for more, tries to use the movement mechanics of the SMG to get the pre-fire potential. Even with the flash out, doesn't commit to it, so he'll stay alive toward the arch. And Flusha staying alive becomes a problem. Thankfully, he's now down by Biawi. It's just Crims. Pasha knows... I thought knew where he was. He was looking toward Moto. Crims with a quick kill, but walks directly toward Biawi. 4 rounds now, Virtus.Pro.
That should leave Fnatic now with, I can see the money, 8k on Crimson Fair. It's not as weak as I thought. 3k and 4 on JW. They still have money for days here, but Virtus.Pro at least making this game competitive. 11-4 would still be a bit of a whitewash, but 10-5, like I said, I still feel like that's a scoreline Virtus.Pro can recover from. 15 kills for Flusher, 8 for Snacks. Usually the star of this Polish squad. Not really going ham just yet, but still, like I said, still a second half to come. No orb on the CT side this time. Didn't recover it. Taz on a Famas. AKs for Snacks and Bialy. A couple of M4s in the mix as well. Flashbang from Flusher. Trying to push any aggression from the CTs back. Default round for them. It looks like they're kind of focusing towards a banana right now. Partner's control comes in. Crims will get flashed and Molotov into position. And ascertains that no one's actually in the apartments at all.
Flusha to stay behind the barrels. No eco is required for Fnatic, despite the 2 rounds, as you say, for Fnatic. Excuse me, for Virtus.Pro. 3 of the last 4, and there's still tons of money. But 5 rounds to close the half, and Virtus.Pro give themselves a breath in this game. JW 6 for 9 after pushing so many smokes, but it is all Crims. Shouldn't say all. Flush has been in it as well. Speaking of smokes and JW, it's got another in front. That one's gone. It's going to be a Molotov that actually extinguishes, or is extinguished by a smoke, but that leaves a gap inside of it. So Golden's going to take advantage and push through. Unfortunately, gets caught out, completely blinded. Biawi finds a double before Lekro gets one. In response, they'll redress the smoke at CT. And Pasha thinks he's got permission or some sort of access to the site. He doesn't. Neil could have the information for him. Good jump across from Flusha. Still have a 2 versus 2 bomb, not planted. 13 seconds. They have to recover the bomb. Crims has done that. Flusha's going to play the gap to cover him off. And there's no one else toward Ruins, so a free plant for Crims. Instead, though, it's Banana that's going to be the bigger problem with Snacks coming through. Taz faces already. Snacks gets a little bit of information that they are toward the back of the site. As a result, that gives him a good lineup. Snacks, good shot to Flusha.
Well, they predict that Crims is in that back position as well. It's a common strategy, and sometimes CTs will forget about that and not check the position.
They cleared everywhere else. They came from Banana. They already cleared Ruins. They get it down to one-on-one at least for Crims, but Snacks gets the shot. He's got a kit, 10-5, so at least somewhat recovered.
They managed to win 4 out of the last 5 rounds, so good recovery from Virtus.Pro. It's not over just yet. They can win the pistol and be right back in this game. They know it, and we do as well. It's Bialy doing a great job from out of the smoke there. Good flashbangs coming in, and that's much better from Virtus.Pro. Rough start, but still in this game, almost certainly. Pistol will be very indicative as to how it pans out. Crims is 23 kills finished half, just to note.
Not bad.
4 sets of armor. In terms of utility, just decoys so far for the Virtus.Pro boys. They'll take all the time they like. You get 2 minutes at half time, as we discussed earlier. Piala yet to buy any sort of utility or armor, so he'll probably get a smoke and flashbangs, I'd imagine. No upgraded pistols as of yet, but 4 decoys. Wondering if they try and do anything with those. Not really too much you can do. I guess you could bait out, you're doing a banana execute with decoys flying over in the air, very high up ones. And force rotations, you're getting ready to pounce on A.
What happens if you drop your pistol and throw a decoy? You have no guns.
It still makes the goal.
The decoy, no, I know.
Yeah, sadly.
I was trying to catch you on that one. Didn't work.
It didn't.
What noise would it make? Like knife just swiping at the ground?
Yeah. Ting, ting, ting. But, yeah.
What you could do with those... It's hard to say where you would do it on Inferno, but on Train you could throw them over toward the A site and mask as they come over top that they are smokes. Not too once pointed that out that Astralis used to run that strategy. So 10-5, 2 minutes now gone. We'll get back underway. Golden, the one with the kits and the smoke. Apparently all decoys are just going to go to top middle. They'll just biff them over top of the roof at the stairs. And then they'll rush immediately after them as well. Just decoys, boys. Oh, here they are. And there they go. Crims, good shot. Taz down. Crims is backed off as well to get a better position. That brings JW back around in front of Library. And a crossfire established with Bomb flung forward. Flush is going to rotate. They've recovered the bomb at the very least, but they're losing men quickly. And Neo, even though he jumps across to evade Flush up, JW and Lekro have kills.
Dirty shot to finish it off from Flush there. Very calm from Fnatic. Virtus.Pro going for the fast play through the decoys top of middle to maybe mask their footsteps and let them get as close to top of middle as possible. They fully committed towards the arch side, but Crims and JW shutting it down. Hitting all the lovely headshots required. Flusher coming in with that 5th. Great stuff by them, and Virtus.Pro now need to choose their play. Traditionally, if the bomb doesn't get planted, you force buy in the second round, but as we saw from G2 earlier, you can just go for fully cohere and get Khalils out in the 3rd round. I assume they'll force buy. That's the only thing that makes sense to me at this point. You can't allow Fnatic to get another round for free. What are they going for? Armor for Bialy, he is all in. Snacks, Neo and Taz. No armor purchased as of yet. Pasha the Orb might not buy anything more than this. But they are indeed all in. Just Pasha with residual cash, which is now gone. He got a helmet instead. CZs, PD50s, smokes, flashbangs. We'll have a look at the initial setup. With the 2 AG grenades, I'd imagine they maybe nade Banana at the start and push some CDs back. And only be Pasha there for now as they focus towards second middle.
So Snacks jumps across the balcony. Krem's going to bait JW at Cubby. What need? Who knows? JW's got an M4. It's not like he's trying to bait in an SMG. It's actually the opposite way around.
Still with their smokes here. One player at B is Golden. If they can take him down, they have an open sight. They can catch him on the rotations. That's a big if, though. Pasha fires a shot on top of B. Hitting the 1 minute mark. They will focus on this area, going for full B execution. And Golden's only got that MP9 against armored opponents. This will be a difficult task for him to hold them at bay.
They have to call a rotation at this point. As soon as he gets faced and forced back, Flush is on the way.
Yeah. Absolutely. They'll go for the smoker CD spawn. Coffins, Molotov, they don't actually have, so they have to be brave here. And hope they can at least trade frags. Good flashbang comes through. Taz and his face to the wall to dodge it. Flusher though so aggressive in these positions, and he still has a flashbang available when they fully commit.
So here's the 3rd. Crims will rotate as well from Speedway and flush it. 2 MP9s will go to Coffins, so they want to get the rifle in position. Golden could kill as Flusher steps out. Crims did get one just before the smoke bloomed. 12 for Fnatic.
Nothing really achieved there by Virtus.Pro. They did a little bit of damage to Golden. I think that was about it. Good flashbangs, good rotations for Fnatic, almost perfect that round. No bomb planted. This has to be the full eco now, and it will be 13-5. See how Golden's doing a fantastic job there. 3 kills in total with that MP9, close range, good synergy from the CT defense. Smiling, of course. And they know 13-5's coming in. A chance to farm some cash here with the SMGs. 2 MP9s and MP7 for Electro. 2 M4s, which won't be as aggressive, but just Glocks, not a single dollar invested into round number 18 here.
GW. Good nade. Flush is going to take out Pasha. GW again, they're going to play toward Cubby with Crims. Golden and Flush are all the way down to the bottom of T-stairs already. They'll take out Neo. Look toward top of all middle. They'll spot Taz. Won't kill him, but they'll get a number of damage in. They don't know where both remaining players are. Tap with an MP9. Not amazing. Taz just slip out behind him and get a kill. Flush is not apt to that, so it's 13 rounds now for Fnatic. And we'll put them to a 1-1 scoreline if they find those remaining 3. And Virtus.Pro at 0-2 with Cloud9 already down there. And with Astralis or North due to make an appearance in that pool as well. That's pretty scary.
Here we go then. Do or die time. So this is 16, the game's not over, but hard bonus round from Fnatic here. You can see they kept the 3 SMGs trying to keep a high bankroll. JW and Crims are the only rifles here. Well, they go super aggressive. Doesn't seem to be the case, but they are sending 2 players towards the end of the apartments. It's going to be Electro and indeed Golden trying to challenge the AKs. And they'll push right down there. This is actually quite interesting. Piali's waiting for it. Timing could be a little bit off though. Spots one. They will get the damage and they'll trade very well though. They have the advantage at least for now. 4 versus 3.
Advantage and some space to work with toward A. With 2 players that aggressively going down, they're going to know that A's relatively unopen. No one in pit. He refuses to leave Cubby. He's just going to make that his home this entire half. He's yet to be challenged there, so he wants it to work at least once. You get that really stubborn teammate in matchmaking. Always plays the same spot until something happens there. But Crims will rotate around to the A side of the site. Snacks has not yet left the apartment, so the fact that Crims is there, although without any information above him, certainly will slow them down on their approach. GW still hoping the smoke is going to benefit. Neo spotted, gets one. He's got to get out of there at this point in time, so need just to get the... Oh, wow. Great shot. I was going to say the residue to help him get across, but headshot to Taz. Forces Snacks out. He'll get JW back. Crims has actually evaded. I thought he went back to the pit. He pushed forward, so good turnaround, and that's going to take time away. 26 seconds. Bash is a long way away.
Yeah, he's got a smoke, a flashbang, and 2 players are finally making a lot of noise at this point. When he comes, Flusher should take him down, and which he does. This game might be over, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be Virtus.Pro out of plan once again. They got the opening pick that was required. Remember, that's a full bonus round that Fnatic has just won. 3 SMGs, 2 rifles, and it's JW who hears the smoke bounce from Neo. Neo's ready for the shot, but JW is too quick in those sort of positions. Drops the HE grenade, but Taz absolutely outplayed that. JW's famous for that play, dropping the HE, using the smoke it creates to peek certain angles, and they will have to take another, not even so much a partial bite. They get some armor, 3 sets of that, some upgraded pistols. Looking very likely we go 15-5 here. Oh, the nades are brutal.
Yes.
Good lord.
That's just ridiculous. When things aren't going your way, that's the last thing you want.
Yeah, it's about 200 damage inflicted there. As we will see them just run through the flames now. They're at best, 1 by 1. And there's no way they're winning this round, I'm afraid, for the match point for Fnatic. Clinical stuff from them. They're playing very well. But Virtus.Pro really haven't showed up for this one. 10 rounds in a row required for overtime.
Ten rounds for Virtus.Pro. They've achieved 5 rounds in this game. That's 2 more than they achieved yesterday against QBF, and perhaps wrongly we assessed QBF and thought, well, Virtus.Pro must have been really off, but not that they aren't. But QBF then took down Gambit as well, so solid performance. Taz, good performance to get started in middle aggressively, flashed himself in, jumped immediately into the small pit, the underpass position, and took down Crims.
5-4, they've had this lead before. Snacks now in the boiler room. No mistakes can be made at this stage, and it's going to be JW missing the shot towards boiler room. Almost gifted that one. Couldn't quite find it, but nails that shot. Pasha goes down once again. Pasha might finish his game with 6 kills and 18 deaths, so this round goes against them. Wow. Very poor performance from him.
28 kills, I think, for Crims at this point.
Yep, and 25 for Flusher. They've gone absolutely wild.
Those two dictating the pace. Bialy waits at the apartments to try and work toward Lecro, but Bomb's heading back toward B. So 4 versus 4, and they're going to isolate Golden. Straight contact would actually be interesting. Flusha seems to think that they are heading that direction, but Lecro's called it off. Straight contact is exactly what they're going to do, because late smoke to CT, they won't have time to react. So Neo, Taz, and Snacks are in. Golden just needs to stay efficient. At this point in time, he does better than that. He gets 1 kill. Looks for Taz. Can't quite get him on the right side of the smoke.
Here comes Flusher, though. Molotov out of position for now, so the bomb will be planted safely. And wait for his teammates to come through. It's going to be JW, the AWP, and they're brave to jump across like that. Snacks, what are you doing? Down he goes now. It's up to Taz. Good position for him. Boosted up. There he is. Nails a shot. Well played. 2 on 2 now. Lecro coming in. Knows Taz is going to be towards Emo. He probably has to move out of position, and we'll have Bialy towards the banana area.
So actually just smoke Taz in there. Force him out. Leave him in a position where he can't do anything. Render him useless. And not only that, gets him running before the smoke blooms. He's tagged at 22, which means pressure to Bialy. They can try and get on the defuse. They're going to try and get on the defuse. But Bialy with 9 HP has pulled him off it, and Flush is prone and ready. But unfortunately, no kits, no time. I think he did pick up the kit on the way through, but still it's going to go to Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, well, some things will work with their Virtus.Pro around in their favour. Flusher will save the AWP. They've got money for days, I would imagine. Yeah, they've got 12k on Flusher. He can drop all the weapons required, saves the AWP at the same time. He keeps Virtus.Pro very modest, taking down all 5 players. Galil comes out for Neo. 4 AKs around him. 9 rounds in a row required now as they at least start their campaign to close the gap here.
JW can't quite land the flick fast enough toward the bottom of middle. So Pasha will survive, but Neo will not. Lecro wins that exchange. 4 players. 3 now, but 4 players in the apartments. For Virtus.Pro. Taz was one of them. He'll go back. So is Bialy, so they're going to slow this down. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter what they do. JW has his own plans, and Pasha's gone now as well. Just 3 players remain for Fnatic, or excuse me, I suppose for Fnatic as well. For Fnatic to find that is Crims. No need to push this. He's just going to sit inside of it and hope that they go by him. That's exactly what they're going to do. He swings around, walks back out, goes there in front of him. Crims, oh, he actually thought he got the kill and looked away too soon. That means Taz stays alive, Bialy as well, but it won't matter. Flusha and Lecro have the kills, 16-6. Fnatic have the win. They'll go 1-1.
Well, Virtus.Pro suddenly were the underdogs coming into this one. Fnatic looking better and better as the months roll by. Clinical performance from them, and Virtus.Pro, it's more heartbreak, I'm afraid. They go down to the 0-2 bracket.